Now, President Donald Trump's pick for ambassador to the UN has withdrawn her name from consideration. Heather.Nauert says it's in the best interests of her family. The State Department spokeswoman and former Fox News anchor described the past 2 months since she was nominated as grueling. Trump is expected to announce her replacement soon. Well, let's get more on this now. We're joined by Bruen. He's a former U.S. diplomat and president of the crisis communications consulting firm, the Global Situation Room. And he's joining us live from Pennsylvania. Very good to have you with us on Al Jazeera. Are you surprised by now, withdrawing from the nomination, given her lack of policy experience?
Yeah, I think a lot of folks on Capitol Hill were surprised when Donald Trump nominated her to be America's representative to the United Nations. This is the big leagues of diplomacy, and while she certainly had served competently as spokesperson at the State Department and previously as a reporter for Fox News, she didn't have any experience in negotiation. She didn't have any background in making policy, and that, I think, had a number of Republicans concerned. So they're breathing a sigh of relief at this hour.
And what does it tell us? Does it tell us anything about this administration or the president that someone with a complete lack of policy experience was the president's nominee for one of the biggest jobs in international diplomacy?
I think it shows how little regard Trump and his administration have for diplomacy. It's this notion that anyone can do it. And yet, if you look back over the course of the last 2 years, they really struggled in trying to make new deals, even to negotiate changes to existing deals. We've got the North Korea summit, round 2 coming up, and they haven't even been able to extract any significant concessions from Kim Jong-un. So I think this is a case, quite frankly, of learning the hard way.
And how, we mentioned that Trump is expected to announce her replacement soon. How difficult a position is this, given the Trump administration and the president's, very isolationist worldview?
Well, I think the United Nations Security Council in particular, takes on increased importance at a time when the president is shunning other international fora, other international organizations. So the burden is quite significant on this person to try to keep the ship moving in a direction that is at least somewhat constructive. Nikki Haley, our former ambassador to the UN, was given decent marks for her efforts on that. And I think you need somebody of a similar background, somebody who has been a leader on the national, if not world stage.
And are you hearing anything at all about who the possible nominees will be?
There are 2 people whose names have immediately popped into consideration. The first is Richard Grenell, our ambassador to Germany. The second is Kelly Craft, our ambassador to Canada. And we are certainly at this hour looking at others that Trump may be considering.
Mr. Bruen, thank you very much for your time and your insights on this. We do appreciate it. That is Bruen joining us live from Pennsylvania. Thank you.